Hello and welcome to my first update here from the Montenegro Tower. 4 days ago we started the clearing up process of my property and now I can present to you how it finally looks. As you remember in my first update or in the first pictures that I shared, everything was completely overgrown with trees and vegetation and a lot of thorns and bushes. And now it's looking like this. Everything is cleared up and I'm just gonna give you a small virtual tour. So we're just walking towards the main building here, and on the left side you can see it's actually a little stone circle. They used it in the past in the Ottoman Empire to produce bread. A horse was walking in that circle, but more on that later. I'm just walking along the tower now. There's two buildings, one long one and then another one in the back, which is the actual tower, which is a bit higher. All of this will now be turned into a co-working space. So I'm shifting my focus from a restaurant to a co-working space. The bar will still be in there, so the co-workers can enjoy some drinks, and I will also have a small kitchen, but it's not going to be a full restaurant anymore. This is the front view on the tower, all this green efeu on the wall. I really want to keep this, and the construction generally will be kept as original as possible. Now we're inside the main tower area. Yeah, this will be divided into 3 floors, and in this corner here we're gonna have a little stage for some live music. I'm planning to do live music twice a week. The wall will be partly put down, especially this one here that we can see now. This will be completely ripped down to make the room a bit bigger. But the original walls on the outer side will be kept original and just be kind of fixed up and patched up and reconstructed a little bit. Now I'm just walking into the long building here, which will, by the way, this will be turned into one big building. So the wall on the left side here will be gone, and then you can kind of walk into the tower as well from there. As you can see, it used to have 2 floors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a wooden floor in the middle, just around the edges to have more space for seats and workspaces. As I said, it's going to be a place for digital nomads. The roof on top will be completely removed, and we're gonna have a terrace on top, also to provide more space and also this amazing view that you will have from there. And these little 2 rooms, I'm actually gonna turn that into a soundproof room for people that need a silence. For instance, if they have a phone call or some important meeting, they can go into these rooms. And yeah, walking out now again, we have some beautiful old trees. Right now it's winter, it's January, so all the leaves are gone, but in the summer this will look very beautiful. And then there's one more small part here at the front. This will be used for the bar, so all of this area will be kind of staff only, for a small kitchen and a bar, also on 2 floors kind of. There will be a small wooden floor to align it with the room next door, and below that wooden floor I can use that room for some storage. And yeah, the kitchen will be very small. It's just going to be probably a few local dishes and some really nice pizzas and burgers, and that's pretty much it. So it's not going to be a full restaurant, but that might come in the future. I just don't want to do everything at once, you know. I'm going to go step by step. We're just walking out now. We can see that beautiful old tree here again. In the back you can see the view on the sea and the mountains. And now I'm just going to show you the back side of the building. All of this was completely overgrown as well, and now we can actually access it. It's kind of like a little garden, and I love it so much. I scratched my original plans to kind of make the building bigger by adding some more buildings. So I'm going to leave that as original. This entrance here will be a staff entrance for the staff to enter, for the bartenders and the kitchen personnel. And I'm gonna have a small garden down here with herbs and everything that you can use in the kitchen. And this part over here, because it's so freaking beautiful, I want to keep it as original as possible. That little roof there will also stay, where the soundproof meeting rooms will be. It's similar to a WeWork. They also had these little booths. And now we're just looking inside the building again, the longer one, from the top now. So this will be kind of the view from the second wooden floor. And yeah, we have all these nice details here in the walls and Some nice little windows and a beautiful fig tree is here as well. Yeah, just walking out, we discovered that there are some sort of staircases as well that you can still use. Obviously, all of this will be, yeah, redone a little bit as well and made a bit more safer. But it's so good that we can now finally walk around, and you can see there's a lot of space here on the upper plateau as well, overlooking the entrance. I'm not going to build anything there. This will be kept open. Just put some benches and fruit trees so my co-workers can just enjoy the silence, because this place is super silent. There's no road. The road behind this wall is just leading to the parking of my neighbor, and my neighbor is the only person driving on that road. So it's extremely quiet. And I love this round little wooden stone wall here as well. From here we can go inside the tower. Yeah, all of these internal walls will be redone. Like this wall here will be completely ripped down, because I want to have it as one big open room pretty much. And then you can look down into the tower, and in that corner here to the right of the entrance, I'm imagining a little stage for live music. Just like in the other room, there will be a little wooden middle floor where people can sit and look down to. Also, this area will be covered with some places to sit down and work. And this is pretty much the second floor. I also love this little round stone here. It looks like a handle. So I want to keep all of this as original as possible. You can see the little gate here, which could be used for some parking in this area here on the right side. And yeah, you can see the state of this structure on top is not the best. This is the parking entrance, and maybe I'll use this little space on the left also for another car. Now walking into the structure itself. On this little part I would like to have a small balcony or a small terrace where people can sit down right in front of the beautiful fig tree and just have another little retreat corner. You can see there's one fig coming up now, but it's, as I said, January. There's not too much happening on the tree yet, but in the summer it will look completely different. These walls here will be rebuilt, and then we will have a view from here, from the top third level down to the first level where the live music is, and potentially a small meeting room up there as well. So much for the tower. Here's the gate again, which provides access for cars. I'm gonna probably rent out some space around in the nearby properties to get more parking, but it's nice to have 2 or 3 parking spots on my property as well. Now just walking back towards the entry gate as well on the higher level. As I said, just a few benches with a lot of fruit trees will be placed here. Nothing else, so you will have a really nice view from there. And yeah, it's a lot of space. Generally the property is quite spacey. We have the property generally is pretty big, 2,400 square meters. Now we're looking down to the tree and the building. All of this will have some nice stony pathways and some planted grass, fruit trees everywhere. And just before we go down to the next level, this is going to be the view onto the stone circle that I mentioned. Something that we could not see at all in the beginning, and beautiful mountain in the background. It's 1,350 meters high. Sometimes in the winter you can have even snow there, despite being so close to the sea, the Adriatic Sea. By the way, from here you can go directly to Italy as well with a ferry overnight. Then we've got this little corner here. I'm just going to clean it up a bit, and I will keep these trees as a little shade area, because in the summer it's going to get quite warm. And this should be a nice corner to just have a little bit of shade, maybe put a hammock. And then we have another ruin here. This used to be a house, and I will turn this into a meeting room for the co-workers or the digital nomads or expats, because at 6 p.m. I plan to open the bar. So people have to leave the main tower, and I want to give them a chance to retreat to another area if they work in different time zones. And it's right in front of this beautiful stone circle. As I said, horses used to be used here, going in a circle to produce bread. And yeah, it's just so amazing to have all of this history. It's nearly 300 years old. The Ottoman Empire used to rule all over Montenegro, and they built little outposts like this. And over here we see one of the things I'm most excited about. We don't know if there's anything behind this wall, but we're gonna check it out. My dream would be to have enough space to dig down into the ground from there and have a small little wine cellar. So the wine cellar would be right in front of that stone circle. I could imagine having like special events like weddings over here as well. It's just a beautiful view. We've got the mountain, we've got the sea, and on the other side there's another property which is not for sale. Has a lot of olive trees. And yeah, we're just high enough to kind of have this nice panoramic view. Yet we're only 2 kilometers away from the next beach in Dubrava, so it's an amazing location. Looking back towards the tower and the wine cellar. This immensely long stone wall, which is still in a great shape, and all of this will be kept original. I'm just going to put a really nice looking path next to that stone wall. And then on this area here, yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I could put a few wooden cabins there to accommodate 4 people each, with the best view, because I think this terrace up here will have the best views. By the way, that little tower over there, that's electricity from my neighbor. We're gonna remove that mast and put the cable under the ground. And then here in the end, look at all the space. There's 2 more terraces and there's one more here. This space will probably be used for a pool. I would like to have a really nice pool somewhere, and we could have a kind of an infinity edge here right at the wall, so you could swim until to that part and then have the view here onto the sea. The sun will actually set to the left of the screen in the summer. Now in the winter the sun doesn't reach there, but during the summertime the sun will be setting right in the view here. There's another path up there. And walking back again, so it's so nice to be able to freely walk through this, because when I came here first, you had to fight yourself through the bush and get a lot of scratches from the thorns. Yeah, and we've got 2 huge extra terraces here. The lower one, extremely long, probably like 15 to 20 meters. For this I have 2 different plans. In the very back corner I would like to have a little camping area where people on a budget can sleep in the tent, and a little bonfire area. And here on this, just in front of these huge nice bushes, I want to have a little gym with workout machines and also a punching bag. And the reason why I'm doing it on this level is because we have a lot of big trees in front, especially olive trees, and the view is not that great. So that's why I'm going to put the camping and the gym here. And the very back of the property there's another beautiful fig tree, and then we can see 2 stone walls meeting in the corner, and that's pretty much the end of my property. Looking back, we have the view on these 2 very long terraces here. On the lower one, as I said, camping and sport, and then you can go up through another stone wall to the next plateau, which is also really big and has some more beautiful stone walls hidden kind of in the trees. And over here I'm gonna build some more accommodations, some more wooden cabins. Maybe I'll have like my own little house here as well. As you can see, there's plenty of space. And the view from there will also be kind of nice, because if it's a 2-story wooden cabin, you will be able to look above these trees. Yeah, we burned down all the bushes here in the fire. And yeah, little pathways everywhere. You can kind of tell how the people back then used these terraces, and it's just, yeah, amazingly beautiful, I have to say. And then we've got a lot of rocks here. I'm not sure if it used to be like that all the time or if they had other stone walls. But I want to keep this as open as possible and just put like a lot of fruit trees again everywhere, and have one little path leading up back towards the tower as well. And up here on the highest point I could put a few benches again. So I want to have a lot of benches so people can really choose their favorite spot. From this view we would have a really nice angle on the mountain again, and you can pretty much look down on the other 3 levels of terraces. Very nice spot. And then it's just a few more steps until you're back in front of the main tower building. The wall on the left here will be the end of my property. Probably we're gonna have a little stone wall there to separate it. And now we can see all the 3 terraces very nicely. And yeah, there we go. Back to the tower over the beautiful efeu. And I just placed a bunch of stuff here in the corner that we found in the bush that I want to keep as little souvenirs. I have way more smaller items. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you like it as much as I do. And yeah, and let me show you the view from above. This is taken from the neighbor's balcony, and we can just see how the view will roughly be once my tower is constructed and I will be able to walk around on my actual tower. Right now it's not possible because there's no roof on it, so it would be quite the climb to get up there. But it will be similar just a bit towards the left from here, and you will be able to overlook the entire property, and you will have an even better view over the Adriatic Sea and also the mountains, and I think it will just be simply amazing. That's it for the tour. I really hope you liked it, and if you have any more ideas, please write it down in the comments. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna continue with my Nepal videos now. It's gonna be 8 or 9 videos from Nepal. And after that, I will upload a full-length documentary-style video series from the Montenegro Tower. I've already recorded quite a lot of footage, and probably gonna have 6 or 7 videos from the whole construction process. So they will come after Nepal. And once that series is over, maybe we can already announce the opening date. And then I hope to see you in person on this beautiful property. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. You made it to the end of the video. That's awesome. Thank you so much. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that like button as well. Leave me some feedback in the comments, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. A special shout out to my Patreon supporters as well. If you would like to find out how you can support me and receive monthly benefits such as receiving postcards from me or me being your own personal trip planner, then check out the link below.